Well, I'm quite excited about this. I found these two peppers, I believe they're called Serrano peppers. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I have no idea actually, I believe they're Serrano. I found them in a kind of farmer's shop. It's a wonderful little shop in a place called Hayling Island. This is south coast of England. And I've actually had some peppers from that store before, and they're always quite delicious. I believe they get some of their peppers from Isle of Wight. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that's the case. I just think they're absolutely gorgeous peppers. They're not too hot, if I remember correctly, but the shape of them is just absolutely perfect. And that's the sort of pepper that you're putting on the top of Thai chilies or Thai curries, etc., etc. There's a nice bit of corking here, actually. Yes, look at that. Oh, yes. So who knows? This might actually be quite hot. Anyway, let's get to it. Oh, it's one of those very difficult peppers to cut. Wow, did a good job. Oh wow, the smell coming off of it is absolutely gorgeous. Oh wow, yeah, I forgot what these smell like. They're very black pepper forward. There's a sort of there's a herb smell coming off of it. It's quite hard to. If I say something like maybe mixed herbs from a kind of Italian mix of herbs, you might get oregano in there. And it's that sort of, it's a dried herb smell coming off. It's quite pleasant. I mean, let's put it this way. This is not smelling like any of the super hots I've had recently, right? It's a very, very different kettle of fish, or whatever the chili version of that saying is. It's quite sweet, but it's a very pronounced black pepper. It's almost like a condiment in itself, or a herb in itself. Like you're going to garnish this on top of something, because it's so wonderfully like those spices you add to all dishes. So the aroma, the molecules that have come off in that aroma are now kind of dispersed in the air, so they're not so pungent anymore. So I'm gonna have to go into the taste, but let's just show you one more time that kind of pepper is just absolutely flipping gorgeous. Look at that. I really, really appreciate these types of peppers. And of course, if you're adding this to a chili sauce or chili mash, you're going to get a lot of that black pepper come out. Wow, almost smells a little vicious too. Anyway, cheers. Oh, oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's something interesting. Very interesting. Let me finish up the last part. Okay. So it's quite a big pepper, so it took a little while to eat. So the funny flavour I was getting off of it, it's a bit hard to describe. I can only do my best. If you smell or if you taste nettles, you know, the nettle powders that you can get. Nettles have this sort of like deep umami thing going on. They're a little herby. They're a little bit strange, a little bit sour sometimes, maybe even hay-like. But that kind of presence of that flavour, very hard to describe. But I liken it to the taste of like a spoonful of nettle powder or something. I won't hang up on that too much because it's very difficult to describe any other way. Moving on, that was an excellently sweet pepper, just insanely sweet. That black pepper punches through. There's a kind of peppercorn in there. Other than that, it's quite red bell pepper esque flavours. It is very heavy on umami. It's a very meaty flavour. That's quite delicious. Actually, one of the most umami-led flavours of a chili pepper I've had in a while, that's for sure. What is that flavour? Very difficult to summarize this pepper because, I mean, at the base note you're getting red bell pepper with a spice. You're getting black pepper with a emphasis on the herbaceous aroma kind of style of that wording. A bit difficult. But apart from that, there is this umami part is doing a lot of the work here, a lot of the legwork. I'm going to go in for a second one because it's actually quite difficult to summarize. And of course, because I've had so many super hots now that the style of flavor is very different. I'm not picking up on berry flavors, for example. I'm not picking up on, you know, a cherry note or a prune note. It's very interesting. Let's look into this one. Oh wow, yeah, there's a lot of seeds in these. I mean, I think you've probably all seen these peppers before, but these are very good quality ones. They're very sweet. Let's get into this one. Oh, there's a little sourness coming through. A grassiness. There's a grassiness. Heavy umami. Very salty. My mouth's ejecting saliva. The last one didn't do this, but this one is a little like a dishwasher soap. Actually, in a bad way. I can't say I like that flavour, but it's there, and it's covered up by the other notes in the pepper itself. Yeah, this one's a little creamy. That sour part, that's very interesting. You know, it's funny, for so many seeds, there's almost no bitterness to this. That is incredible. It's a little woody, this one, in a good sense. It's very interesting that these are such different peppers. This one was super, super sweet. This one has the strangest soapiness going on, but heavily umami. Yeah, this is different from the Serrano pepper that I grew myself. I believe they're all Serrano. Mine was a little smaller. Mine just didn't get most of these characteristics. I think that was an incredible pepper, and that's what I remember that shop selling. From the heat level, it's actually quite hot. It's kind of entering the bottom of the scale a little bit, actually. Surprisingly, such a small Scoville pepper. That second one is entering the scale maybe like a 0.1 out of 10. I know it sounds silly, but I've got to rank it that way because I've had so many other peppers, but it's just there. It's just enough to kind of tickle the tongue a bit, perhaps because I've had two as well. I'm quite glad I did that. I'm very, very glad I did that. It was quite delicious. Yeah, I quite like that grassy note coming as well. That was in the second pepper there. It's just very rewarding, very juicy. Oh yeah, the first one was juicy as well. Overall, absolutely flipping excellent peppers. I absolutely love these, and I do put these on Thai chilies and so on and so forth. So I really appreciate them, and we must not be forgotten as amazing peppers. Well, I hope you found that interesting. I'll be coming back at you with something hotter probably next time. But anyway, in the meantime, have a good one. Cheers. Just thought I'd add another note here. After I tasted them and let it sit a little bit, I was getting a bit of and this sounds so ridiculous, but it's the best way I can explain it. There's a little tea coming through. It's like an Assam leaf, so it's going to be the darker tea that you get in English teas. That without milk, obviously. There's that sort of flavour coming through at the end, and I just thought it was an excellent note to leave on because I was not expecting that at the end. Anyway, I hope that makes you think about your peppers next time you eat them. Cheers for now.